Hi, my name is Amanda J. Sylvester and my matrix number 2022475228.
Hello, my name is Adojapili James and my metric card was 2022260728.
Hello, my name is Maizatul Iza, my student ID 2021416212.
So, I will present about our introduction. First, what is pressure? So, pressure refers to the feeling of stress or urgency caused by demanding circumstances or expectations. So, it is the force or influence that compels someone to perform tasks within a certain time frame or to a particular standard, which often leading to feelings of stress or anxiety. So, in a university setting, academic pressure specifically refers to the stress and demands placed on students to meet academic expectations. This includes the need to achieve high grades, complete assignment on time, excel in exams, and manage a heavy workload. Academic pressure also can arise from various sources such as personal goals, parental expectations, competition among peers, and institutional standards. So this type of pressure can significantly impact a student's mental and physical well-being, which leading to stress-related symptoms and affecting overall academic performance and life balance. So we choose this topic because academic pressure is a critical factor that influences students' performance, mental health, and overall well-being. So next, as for our objective, which there are 5. So the first one is to determine the average number of hours UiTM students spend on academic activities weekly. Second, to identify primary sources of academic pressure experienced by UiTM students. The third one is to assess how frequently UiTM students experience stress symptoms related to academic responsibilities, and the fourth one to explore the coping strategies used by UiTM students to manage academic pressure, and the last one to assess the overall impact of academic pressure on the well-being of UiTM students.
Sampling techniques. When we want to examine academic pressure among UiTM students, we decided to use a convenient sampling approach. Instead of randomly selecting students from the entire student population, we chose to survey those who were easily accessible and available. Next, we create the Google form to collect the data, and it is consisted of a few simple questions. We ask the students about their gender, female or male, their current semester 1 through 5, and whether they were residential students or non-residents. We also included 5 other questions related to academic pressure. This allowed us to get some basic information about the participants without requiring too much of their time. The convenient sampling method had its advantages. It was quick and easy for us to collect the data, and it did not cost a lot of money or resources to do so. Moving on to data collection. Firstly, variables. In programming, a variable is a name, storage, location that holds a value. Variables allow you to store and manipulate data in a program. Values stored in variables can be accessed, modified, and used throughout the code. We have 9 variables that we have included in the report. Secondly, item. As for the item, it is the options of the questions. It allows students to choose the correct answer according to their academic stress. Thirdly, we got 2 types of variables, which is qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative variables represent non-numerical information or characteristics. They are also known as categorical variables. Types of qualitative variables: nominal and ordinal variables. Quantitative variables represent numerical information or measurements. They are also known as continuous or discrete variables. Types of quantitative variables: ratio and interval. Last but not least, level measurement. In our report, we use nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. Nominal level data consists of categories or labels without any inherent numerical value. For example, gender, male or female. Ordinal level data has a clear order or ranking, but the differences between values are not necessarily equal. For example, satisfaction ratings, poor, average, good, and excellent. Interval level data has a consistent and meaningful scale with equal distances between values. For example, temperature, Celsius or Fahrenheit. Lastly, racial level data has a true zero point and the distances between values are equal. For example, height, weight, age, or income.
So let's move on to this part, and this part was a data analysis results. In this part, there was a two section, which is section A and section B. So let's move on to our first section. It was a section A. So what is a section A? So first of all, section A is a demographic profile. You ask them about the biodata or something. Okay, so there was a three question here. The first question, it was about gender. So in this gender, as we can see, the most participating are from female with 28 students, and the rest two are male. The second question is about the current semester of UiTM students that participate on this survey, which majority are from semester 4 and the lowest are from semester 2, which only 4 students. The last question is about whenever the students are resident or non-resident. Most of the students live at campus or in university as a place to stay, and the rest are non-resident who mostly commute to university from off-campus house. So let's move on to our section B. So in section B, there was a 5 question, and the first question was on average, how many hours per week the students spend on academic. As the result, most of students say they spend between 10 to 20 hours per week on the academic work. So students likely to study for hours to get good result. And the second question is, what sources that contribute to academic pressure, and most students are fear of failure and pressure to maintain the high grade, and followed by time management issue. And sometimes parental expectation and financial concern also contribute to pressure, which there are 3 students respond to that, and the rest was pressure for high workload. So let's jump to our next question. Next is about the student experience symptom of stress related to academic responsibility, such as fatigue, irritability, and difficult concentration. In this part, students of 46.67% often experience stress symptoms, and 14% students occasionally encounter this symptom, and the rest share same result as they always experience the symptom, and another 2 already get the symptom. From what we get here, that all students are at least feel pressure for once. Now let's jump to our fourth question, which is a strategy that students use to cope with academic pressure. As a result, from the data, most of them are engaging a relaxation technique and taking to friend or family member as their coping mechanism. Some of them are not likely to do the same, as they are more likely to seeking help from professor or their lecturer. Establishing a study schedule, participate in extra activity, avoid procrastinating tasks, and access university support service. So the last question is the certification of the student with the support service provided in university to help manage academic pressure, such as having counseling session service, guidance, and consultation service. So as the result from data, 17 students are feel neutral from the service provided by the university, and another 9 students somewhat satisfied with the university support offering, and only 2 students that were very satisfied with the support service by the university. So in conclusion, academic pressure is the stress or urgency filled with the demanding expectation in an academic environment. It including the force that push students to the complete task within a certain time frame or standard, often leading to the stress and anxiety. So, our students investigate academic pressure among UiTM students using a convenient sampling to the survey peer via an online Google form. The data reveals significant impact of academic pressure on student well-being, identify various sources of stress and coping strategy. Our team, successfully meet our objective, providing valuable insight into the student experience, The finding underscore the need to address the academic pressure to improve the student performance and mental health, suggesting future research to deliver target support intervention.